Alright, hello viewers. Today's primarily going to be few thoughts on the Pachmayr grips. I don't know if I'm saying that right, Pachmayr, for my Super Blackhawk. Now, I hadn't seen a lot of videos on this, so I thought I would I'd do a quick vid. These are the Pachmayr decelerator grips for my Ruger Super Blackhawk. I'll show you here. Gun is unloaded. Anyway, I like these over the... Let me grab the factory grips they come with here. This is what you get from the factory. You get these very, very smooth, very thin wooden grips, and there's not much to work with at all. And when you're shooting a, 240 grain, 44 mag, it definitely doesn't like to stay in your hands very well. Now, I do realize that the design of the firearm was to reduce, I guess, hand strain, if I'm remembering correctly, so that it would slip out of your hands a little bit, and then come back down so you acquire your target. But in addition to that, with the square trigger guard here, it made for a very awkward grip, and I could shoot it, but I didn't enjoy shooting it as much. Now, I have not gotten a chance to test these out. They just came, but ergonomically speaking, I am very impressed. If you look at my finger there, it completely covers that square trigger guard. Now, as for fit, let's see if you can see. The back strap is one sealed piece, and then let me see if I can describe this. It's open in the front here, so the back part, and it comes around like that, kind of wraps around the front. So there is a little bit of a gap. I might have to go in there and see if there's some flash causing that gap, but when you're holding it, you can't tell, and definitely you can definitely get a full grip on it, and since it's rubber, it definitely it should stay in my hand a little bit better. Now, the reason I went with the Pachmayr instead of the Hogue grip is because at first, here's my Taurus 22. If you look at the Taurus, this is how the Hogue grip goes on. You have to punch out a pin on the bottom, and they give you like a little retaining piece that tightens down to the bottom there. The only problem with that is, I'll show you that this is unloaded too. Gun's unloaded. The only problem with that is you can't fully tighten it down. If you try to tighten it all the way, this gap here, you can barely see it. I got it just right, but it's still not as nice of a fit as I'd like. That gap there gets really wide, so you can't have it fully tightened down. Where I like this design much better. I don't got to press out a pin. I just undo that screw there, just like the factory grips, and it's got a nut and bolt set up, and I just tighten it down right through the other side. And like I said, I might have to trim some flash up, but that's not a horrible fit. Like I said, you can't really tell when you're holding the gun itself, and I think this will be a lot more manageable in my hands. Now, ideally, perfect grip setup would be something from the factory, like I have on my airweight here. Unloaded. And this is a real, you know, just tight fit all the way around. I really like rubber. I know some people don't like rubber for concealed carry, but this doesn't catch on my clothing or anything. But I'm not getting into a concealed carry topic here. The point is, for rubber grips, I am very impressed with the Pachmayr grip. My Ruger Super Blackhawk, it was a great gun before, but I think this improved it. And they come in this little package here. What's it say about the decelerator grip? So decelerator gripper style grips are softer versions of our rubber. It says our gripper series, but they're rubber gripper series. Like our gripper series, these feature a finger groove design with a specially formulated decelerator rubber compound for maximum recoil reduction and comfort. This grip fits all Ruger new model Super Blackhawk revolvers except those with round trigger guards. So I think for $25 it was well worth the money. I would recommend it. And you know, worst case scenario, you hate it, you can go back to these very thin, you know, very unergonomic factory grips. I always hold on to my factory grips just so I have the original grips that went with the gun in case I want to resell it. But the positive about this style grip, goes on very, very quickly. You don't got to punch out the pin. It covers the square trigger guard, and supposedly it'll reduce recoil. So we will find out. Alright, have a good one, guys.